All right, guys, so none of you probably knew this last night because nobody in this country gives a damn. But Woke Hollyweird had another award ceremony when they all get together and they pat each other on the back for contributing absolutely nothing to society except destroying our culture. And it didn't work out too well, right? As the Woke Golden Globes has slumped to a new ratings low on return from scandal. Now, if you guys remember about the Golden Globes, it didn't happen last year because apparently it wasn't woke enough, right? So they canceled it, okay? Because the woke revolutionaries were protesting it. So they came back this year and it was like, you know what? We're going to turn up the wokeness to a whole nother level. They ignore all the evidence that we have that, you know, wokeness doesn't sell. These people, the people don't really want to watch this, right? They don't want to be lectured to. They don't want to be virtue signaled to while they're trying to watch television, while they're trying to be entertained. Nope. Hollyweird decided to move forward with it anyways and turn it up to a whole new level to the point where they actually hired a comedian by the name of Gerard Carmichael, who happens to be black. Never heard of the guy day in my life, even though apparently he is from my neck of the woods, like extremely close to my neck of the woods. They hired him to host the Golden Globes, and he just so happened to do his opening monologue claiming that the only reason that he's hosting the awards is because he's black. Take a look.
I am your host, Gerard Carmichael. Sure. And I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here because I'm black. This show, the Golden Globe Awards, did not air last year because the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which I won't say they were a racist organization, but they didn't have a single black member until George Floyd died. So do with that information what you will.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. And throughout the rest of this guy's monologue, he aired out his Negro grievances, right? Talking about what it's like to be black in America and talking about racism and stuff like that, which is fine, whatever. I guess, you know, he's a comedian, okay? I give extra room for comedians. You don't know if they're doing it for comedic purposes or not. But again, never heard of the guy. Didn't particularly find his skit to be funny. But hey, you know, this is what Hollyweird wanted because they want to be extra woke. At least he was keeping it 100 about the fact that he is an affirmative action hire. I do kind of respect him for that, right? As long as you know, as long as you know they hired you because of your skin color and you admitted it, hey, can't really complain that much. But hey, I can say this though. They really did turn it up to a whole new level in terms of the Democrat propaganda. When Zelensky made a guest appearance, or he put out a guest speech at the Golden Globes for whatever reason, as if this is some type of foreign policy award ceremony or some type of foreign policy meeting. But we know it's just liberal propaganda, globalist propaganda. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants of the 80th Golden Globe Award ceremony, the award was won at a special time. The Second World War wasn't over yet, but the tide was turned. All knew who would win. There were still battles and tears ahead. It was then when the Golden Globe Award appeared to honor best performers of 1943. It is now 2023. The war in Ukraine is not over yet, but the tide is turning, and it is already clear who will win. There were still battles and tears ahead. But now I can definitely tell you who was the best in the previous year. It was you, the free people of the free world, those who united around the support of the free Ukrainian people in our common struggle for freedom, democracy, for the right to live, to love, to give birth, no matter who you are, no matter where you are from, no matter who you are with. The struggle for the right of the new generations to know about the war only from movies. The First World War claimed millions of lives. The Second World War claimed tens of millions of them. There will be no Third World War. It is not a trilogy. Ukraine will stop the Russian aggression on our land. We will make it together with a whole free world. And I hope that all of you will be with us on the victorious day, the day of our victory. Slava Ukraini.
Whew, thank God. God, you hear that? Zelensky's guaranteeing us that despite us sending our taxpayer dollars to him, billions of taxpayer dollars, make sure you guys claim him as a dependent on your tax returns this tax season. There will not be nuclear Armageddon. There will not be World War III, according to him, but keep sending your tax dollars, okay? He promises that this won't get out of control. Nothing bad will happen. There won't be a World War III, okay? That he had to literally show up to the Golden Globes to assure Hollywood that there won't be nuclear Armageddon. Amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. Too bad nobody watched this to actually get that message. So, without further ado, let's read about how the Golden Globes, the woke Golden Globes, was an absolute failure. Golden Globes television ratings slumped to a new low of just 6.3 million viewers, even as the Trouble Award show tried to bounce back from its recent scandals, broadcaster NBC's preliminary figures show Wednesday. The audience on Tuesday night fell from 6.9 million in 2021, itself a massive drop suffered during the COVID-19 pandemic when award shows were held remotely, and was down from more than 18 million in 2020. Yeah, so that's a massive drop over 3 years. Again, imagine going from 18 million in 2020 to 3 years later, you're at 6.3 million. So they lost, what, 12 million viewers, right? 12 million people decided to give no Fs about the woke Golden Globes, right? Again, it's absolutely amazing. The Globes were not televised at all last year when NBC pulled the plug due to outrage over the lack of diversity and alleged ethical shortcomings of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which organizes the awards. Tuesday's ratings, the lowest ever for a full Golden Globes gala on NBC, and marginally higher than the audience for a stripped-down press conference held to announce winners during the Hollywood writers' strike in 2008, will add to uncertainty over the Globe's future. The event has no television deal currently in place from next year. NBC tore up its long-standing multi-year Globes broadcast deal and only agreed to bring back this year's show on a one-off basis. Well, after these super low ratings, I'm sure that, NBC was smart. They would just drop it as a whole, right? Just cancel the Golden Globes in general. Hey, I mean, it sounds to me like they're on the verge of being canceled, okay? Again, this is another get woke, go broke story. I mean, how many times do I have to cover stories like this for these Hollywood weirdos in corporate America to finally just get it? Wokeness doesn't sell. It does not sell. Still, the 80th Golden Globes on Tuesday night saw many A-list stars return to the event's Beverly Hills Gala, with Steven Spielberg winning Best Director, Colin Farrell collecting Best Actor in a Comedy, and Eddie Murphy receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. While the presence of so many stars suggested many in Hollywood are happy with the reforms the HFPA has recently enacted, including the omission of black members after Los Angeles Times Expos revealed the group had none, questions remain. Ain't it amazing how, again, Hollywood woke virtue signals about inclusion all the time and diversity, but they were lacking diversity the whole time, right? And now all of a sudden they've been forced to allow black people in, and they're still failing. A plan by U.S. billionaire Todd Bailey to spin off the award show into a for-profit entity and pay salaries to members has raised eyebrows. And several prominent winners did not attend on Tuesday, citing scheduling difficulties, including Kate Blanchett, who Best Actress in a drama for Tar. In an email to AFP, an NBC spokesman pointed out that the Golden Globes historically airs on Sunday nights when ratings are usually higher, and in previous years benefited from following an NFL game on the channel. Nah, bruh. That's not it, bro. Right? That's not it. That's not the reason, bruh. Awards were moved to a Tuesday. The awards were moved to a Tuesday evening slot this year to avoid clashing with the wildly popular American Football League. updated final figures, including ratings from streaming platform Peacock, which also showed the Globes live on Tuesday, will be issued at a later date. Live television ratings have slumped generally for award shows in recent years as younger audiences in particular change the way they consume entertainment, gravitating more towards social media and streaming. But the Oscars last year bounced back significantly from their pandemic slump, recording over 6 million U.S. viewers, up from around 10 million a year earlier. Now, I believe at Oscars, that's where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Okay, so there may have been some inflation in the numbers there. Okay, at Tuesday night's Globe, Spielberg's The Fabelmans was named Best Drama, and The Banshees of Inisherin, starring Farrell, won Best Comedy. Yeah, so the Golden Globes were a failure, right? It was an absolute failure from woke Hollywood once again. Again, I don't know how many times get woke, go broke has to happen before these people actually get the message. But hey, I am enjoying Hollywood fail epically here, as they have been doing over the last few years. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.